Your first experience of the Fluffy woohoo, should be in space. The TIE Fighter is for space. Don't take it into Atmo, you will be disappointed. Or at the very least not have as much fun. Hello everyone, my name is Brooker Geek and welcome back to Star Citizen. How are you all keeping? Welcome aboard. Yes, welcome aboard the Connie, the Brawny. We're taking this out today because we are doing something we haven't done in a very, very long time. We are doing a ship deep dive. This is going to be a long one and there will be, well, multiple episodes because I'm going to want to put this little ship into other ships to see how many of these little ships we can fit in the other ships. But for today, we're just going to do a good old-fashioned deep dive. That's our ship walk around. We're going to look at the cockpit. We're going to test its atmospheric and space flight potential. We're going to look at any storage area, any buttons to click, all the things. And then finally take it out for a fight and see how it fares. So, I hope you enjoy the episode, Brew. Pay attention and stop looking around you. And let us explore the... I keep saying it wrong. The Fluffy. The Furry. The Mirai Fury. Let's go. Now, the first thing you need to know is that this little ship is a Snub fighter. And if you haven't already heard, it has no quantum drive. So you can try and pick this up in places like Port Olisar, and move it into a ship that can transport it. If you only have a starter ship and you've bought this ship, well, so if you only have things like an Avenger or whatever, you can earn enough money. You can earn enough money to rent a Cutlass, and a Cutlass probably will fit this. But in the next episode, we're going to test that out. For today, we brought out the Constellation. Fortunately, it is nighttime here on Daymar. So I put the big lights on the Connie here to illuminate the landing pad. Maybe we'll move it over here a bit. But because it's a Snub, we should be able to summon it at an outpost. We should be able to summon this ship at an outpost. And if that's the case... well, there's someone else might have the same idea of us. Hang on, let me just make sure there's no one up to any... No, who's this? Joe is in a Taurus, so they're probably just a trader. Probably even maybe doing the same thing that we're doing. Alright, Joe, hopefully you'll not fight us in any way. Joe seems to be okay. I think they're just doing some trading, perhaps. Alright, so yes, you're going to want to pick up your Fury. Probably an outpost is going to be the handiest way to pick it up. And you're going to need a ship that's going to be able to transport it. Otherwise, we're limited to this sort of area around where we summon it because it has no quantum drive. Right, let's go and get our little ship. I just love Star Citizen for random little events like this where we've got another Connie coming into land. And they're going to... Go on, Joe, you got this. You got this, Joe. Park that Connie! Why is Joe's lights better than mine? My lights are absolute shite. Anyway, let's go get our vehicle. Okay, moment of truth. We're at the terminal here on the outpost. It is a Mirai Fury. My fat tongue is going to mispronounce that every time. Can be claimed, so let's claim it. And let's start this. Come on, let me claim the ship. Don't do this to me. If I can't claim the ship, then this isn't going to be much of an episode, is it? Come on, server, you got this. Let me give it a moment or two. I'll loot and then we'll come back. Okay, we're trying it again. Oh, it's working. It's working. Expedite the life out of it. Huh? No. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to expedite it. Just 30 seconds. What can we do for 30 seconds? I don't know what we can do for 30 seconds. Wait, what the hell? Someone's stolen my ship? Or a ship? 5 million kilometers? Okay, someone stole one of my ships. Interesting. Give me a coffee. Enough of that now. 30 seconds must be up. Stay hydrated, folks. Where is the Furry? There it is. Don't balls up now. Oh, our little friend Joe must be over. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe, what do you know? I'll move it. I'm actually going to move this because the other terminal's bust for Joe. Is it working? I'm not seeing it. Fucking spawn. Don't do this to me, Joe. Don't do this to me, Joe. Listen, Joe, I can't leave because it's... It's bust. Oh, it's Joe and a friend. Oh, it's there. Right, I want to move it now. Sorry, Joe. Sorry, Joe's friend. Moving it now. Moving it now. And then we'll do a proper look at it. Oh, I'm so excited. Yes. We have our little... Well, I did splurge out and get the red paint. I mean, I had to. Red Connie. Red little tiny TIE Fighter. Red Brew. So let us begin our deep dive with the traditional walk around, and then we'll zoom in for the detail, then we'll get into the cockpit, and then we'll do all the stuff that we normally do. So join me now as we explore the Mirai furry, fluffy Fury. Okay, let's go. I'm going to need to adjust our walkabout camera because and the size of the Connie in the background, we need to get a bit closer even for a walkabout. So the side profile when folded, it just literally looks like one of those big pills that are always, you know, like that you get from the doctor, like a medicine, like a vitamin tablet or something. The big round ones, which always get stuck in your throat. It looks like a vitamin tablet with wings from the side. Oh, no, well, it does. But it also looks like, you know, like one of those submarines that David Cameron's always getting in. Not David Cameron, he's a prime minister. James Cameron. Oh, I still need more sleep. It looks like a sub, doesn't it? With wings attached to it. But it is going to look a lot cooler, I think, when we unfold everything. From the front, it's just pointy. And we will take a zoom in look in just a second, but it's a pointy little thing from the front. With all those guns and the wings and the missiles. The guns, I don't know. This is meant to be super lightweight. Like a little bit more housing. It feels like they've just been welded on by their joint. It looks super flimsy. They are fixed, I believe, so no gimbals, which makes sense. They're trying to reduce all the weight on this thing. And I didn't do a watch along with it. I don't know if you guys like those, but see the guy who designed it? He was so passionate about it, so fair play to him. But yeah, just some sort of like clip or housing or something to come across. You just feel like they're sort of sitting very loosely on. But I suppose the point of the ship is very minimalist, isn't it? Just looks very exposed, like all the components, like you sneeze at this thing and it's going to break. But I suppose that's the point of it as well. It's not meant to be an endurance snub fighter whatsoever. But it's certainly cute. Let's get into our zoom-in camera. Let's really look up close at this thing. So again, starting from the front. Oh, I like it. I like it. The cockpit is going to be a really nice place to be in because with very little obstructions from what I can see. Reminds me a lot of the Cartual. If we look really close here at some of the detailing on it. They're doing a really great job with the detailing. We're going to do another pass where we look at all the clickable stuff as well and the components. We're just going to have a close look here at the detail. It's just... literally is like a sub. That's take off the ballasts and everything on it. Just a sub with wings. That's what I'm really... don't be stepping on the wings, guys, by the way. That's what I'm really feeling. Power plants at the back. Yeah, this thing's going to be so easy to destroy. Pop the power plant at the back. That's where you're going to want to aim your fire. But can you stay on its back? That's the big thing. It's going to be very, very maneuverable. The design theory is strap everything to a cockpit. Put some wings and engines on it. It's not overly complex. Yeah, it just looks... It looks odd. It looks a bit odd, but you know, minimalism for functionality. There's a bit of a plate here, but everything just feels like it's stuck on together. I don't know if you ever played it, but I played Space Engineers, and I would build ships like this where just everything was exposed. There was like no armor covering any of the components. Everything was just slapped on. Yeah, this feels like that. Okay, let's start from the start and also now look at the clickable. So we will come back around to the cockpit. We've got our guns here, which we're going to be able to tractor off if we need to, of course, if you want to change those up to laser cannons or ballistics. This is a relay radar. There's a button here, which I'm assuming will open that up. So that's our radar. I'm not going to be able to tractor anything in the Armistice, so we'll not play about with that for now, but that's cool. I don't know much about like snub components or if you can change them out. So I don't know if you'd want to upgrade any of these. There is a shield that I'm assuming you could upgrade. Shield and cooler. Look at the size of those things. Tinchy. Okay. Is there any more? The wings, surely there's nothing clickable on the wings. No. Anything clickable here? So, component. What's that other button there? Just says access. So, component. There's the cutaway. Did you get your whatever you're looking for, Joe's friend? Hope you did. Joe's still here, though. Bye. Alright, so anything clickable near the rear? No, we've got the power plant, which I'm assuming is going to be clickable. But is there a button for it? Yep, access is there. Click. There we go. I would love to see if we pick up some spares. You know, if it gets damaged in the fight, we can just swap it out. Alright, that's that side. Over here, we have avionics. Oh, fuel. No way. Can this thing be refilled but like a Starfarer? I love that little touch. I don't think so, because maybe it can. I like that little touch, though. Oh, these new ships have so much attention to detail. It's gorgeous. What is this? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What the hell are you? What are you? Maybe if I close it, it'll tell me what you are. Yeah, well, because attention to detail. Avionics, okay. Storage, I want to come back to that, but do you see that? Storage, guys? Storage? Interesting. Those snubs don't have storage unless I'm late to the game on that. Life support. Wind's picking up here. Life support. Seems empty up there. Obviously, they haven't introduced life support yet. Life support and a cooler. Alright. So this I'm really interested in because I love ships that have storage. So, quick test. P4 AR. Takes up 22%. So on things like the Ursa and stuff where I think it was taking up maybe 12%. 22%. That's quite a lot. It's eating my feckin' scope, which is annoying, but that's okay. Tractors take up 3%. Tractor modules take up 1%, just in case if you're going on about a looting. Can we fit any armor in it? Can I take a helmet? It can at 32%. And we have some arms here to test as well. Can I take some arms at 42%? So you are going to be able to put in some snacks, some drinks, some ammo, some equipment into this. Some tractors. Absolutely. Weapons and ammo. Not an awful lot of weapons and probably plenty of ammo though. My verdict? It's an interesting little design. It is cool in its uniqueness, but it just does remind me of everything's been welded together. Little panel here, little panel there for some sort of protection. But yeah, they have, and rightly so for its purpose, made this as tinchy and as small as possible. Okay, next up, let's look at the cockpit review. So here's us getting into it. Enter cockpit seat. Now this is the shooty version of it, which means that it's so small. Which means that we don't have that blast shield at the front. You need the missile version of it if you're going to do that. Oh my goodness, look. Look how tinchy it is. Oh. Oh, Joe isn't having much luck with their if they're summoning theirs. I want to talk about the landing gear. See what they've done with the landing gear? They've just welded like these little... You know on your chairs, right? In your living room, they have the little razors, so the chair is lifted off the ground. They've just welded some razors on, like, you know, like pads or feet onto the thrusters. That's those little things there. That's the landing gear. Because when I hit N, you're going to see in a minute, this red bar with those little triangles just rotates up. That's all the landing gear is. There's nothing at the front. Do you see that? It's just those two on each engine. These two little little bars. That's the landing gear. Okay, whatever. Some sort of maglev or something like that. Who knows? Anyway, cockpit. Here we are in the cockpit. I've got this big safety harness in a like in a funfair ride on me. Field of view, visuals initially fantastic. Up, a bit more restrained, but we are going to be able to look up. Off to the right, very good. Little bit of a blind spot here, but otherwise generally very good. The gun, again, it's causing a blind spot. But what can you complain? Because look at that view out the front, fantastic. And it's so small, you're not going to have an issue. So cockpit looks good. First complaint, MFDs. Like it's Star War, for copyright reasons, equivalent or enemy, which is the Scorpia / X-Wing. 2 MFDs, not a big fan. And I might sound like I'm being a little bit picky with that. No, 2 MFDs are crap at the minute. The reason being is that we have the comms bug, where the enemies keep on spamming comms, and it takes over your target status. So to stop me losing eyes on the target, I would need to change this to comms, right? And on a ship like this, you need to know when to bug out. I need to see my shield. So that means we're going to probably need to go self-status. If we start getting red hull damage, I mean, this thing's not... you've seen it. Anything hits this hull, any sort of ballistic damage, gonna pop like a little lemming. It's just gonna boop, it's just gonna pop out of existence. So yes, so not happy with that. The switches here though look cool. Again, Star Citizen generally has a little bit of an issue with its hot spotting, so stuff sort of collides. Power off. See, that could have been like a wee tinchy MFD over here. Don't know what that is, but it's not letting me click it. Oh, self-destruct. Okay. That's the landing gear, is it? Yeah. Oh, wings. This is the wings deployed retracted. Okay. We could open the open pilot canopy, which is the front thing we've just come into, isn't it? Yeah, glass. Okay. Any other clickables? Do we have an ejector seat? I don't think so. Which, well, that makes sense. A big glass dome above us, I suppose. Right. Okay. So, cockpit is nice, good view, loses a point for me in terms of MFDs, but there you go. So next, let's take it off. Let's turn the engines on. Now, this thing, does it also have maneuvering, like little maneuvering thrusters as well as the main engines? We're going to find out. I think it might do those, oops, sorry. Those little fellers there. See that little grey thing there? That feels like it's a maneuvering thruster, so we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, those could be strafing thrusters either side. And see there on the top. But okay, let's take this thing off. Okay, up we go. Whoa, she's nippy. Okay, she is nippy. We have 2 cameras in the ship. So you can have a front or rear camera, and then you hit F4 again. And there's a front camera. So a lot of ships these days have 2 cameras, which is pretty cool. Now, watch when I retract the landing gear, hitting N on my keyboard. You see what I mean? That's the landing gear. Those 2 little bars with those wee maglev triangles or something. So yeah. Let us strafe and just see if those little ovally things fire off. Yeah, okay, so there's maneuvering thrusters. You see? The little jet coming out there? Let me just show you. There's 2 there, 2 on each side. Do we have some on the bottom? So we have 4 on the bottom, 4 on the top. Okay, fantastic. The moment we've all been waiting for. I'm assuming, because the landing gear isn't unfolding the wings, because they are retracted. That little bar is gone. So, K? Maybe? K is not unfurling the wings. Maybe I have to actually grab it. Wings deployed. Or maybe it's Alt-K. Sometimes that works. Alt-K something works. Sometimes it works. Left Alt-K. There we go. Now she's a new ship. And did you see that? Not only do the wings slide out, but then they also slide forward as well to give this thing a bit more length. Now it's still the pill. It's still the submarine with wings attached to it. But it just became a whole lot sexier. That is cool. Let's just watch that again from this angle. Alt-K. And then, let me go Alt-K. So left alt on your keyboard K. Let me see what happens when we hit N for our landing gear. Yeah, so it'll bring the wings in. Interesting though that when we retract, quote unquote, the landing gear, those two little discs, it doesn't unfurl the wings. That's interesting. And if we go forward and back, it's not unfurling the wings. So you have to just know to do that. Alt-K to get it into its sexy mode. And sexy it does look. I'm by no means a super pilot or a safe pilot. I usually break things. So we're not going to do anything too fancy here. We have 4 size 2 fixed weapons. They are indeed fixed at an even power distribution. Let's get that up here for you. They have 29 rounds, full power to weapons. They go up to 34 rounds. And as we saw, I think only 1 shield generator. So yeah, you're going to want to definitely know what you're doing if you're flying this thing around. Oh, let's test. Does it have any lights? Let's go over to a dark area over here. Feels interesting. It feels interesting. Lights on. Seems to light itself up, right? But it's not really... Like, the cockpit becomes super illuminated. Let's just see. I think Joe's ship over here is a bit, Oh, you got one too, Joe? So, this is a bit of a spoiler for earlier. Look how small that is in there. Good job, Joe. Joe's got theirs out. Actually, I tell a lie. The lights are pretty good. The lights are pretty good. We'll turn them off for now. Right, let's bring it up to SCM speed in terms of the speedometer over here. Oh, shit. Okay, so I used to love flying the car to wall, but it has been a while. Right. It's very quiet on the engine noise. And see, I'm using boost. I'm not hearing a boost firing. But what I'm noticing, guys, right? So, I'm not blown away by, wow, the speed. And I know I've got it limited. We'll put it up to max in just a second. I'm blown away by just... It is turning really smoothly. There's not a lot of drag into those turns, so... See how quickly we just turn around and it corrects itself? But yeah, boost, so... Let's go to max speed. So that was no boost. Try boost now. I hear no, like, you know, like the big boost noises you normally get. I don't want to get too far away because we can't turn on the quantum drive. So if we get more than about 20 kilometers, we have a scanner, which is good. But if we get about 15 to 20 kilometers away from our Connie, we're going to lose it. So she's sitting at... She's crawling at about 8... We're going up to 840 now, 840 meters per second. This is no boost, so just see... Yeah, so, okay. And it isn't a heavy atmosphere here in Daymar is where we're at. Let's head back. See, I just lost the Connie. Ooh, we'd be a bit screwed because there's no quantum to tell us where we're at. We could figure out with a map though. There we go, 20 kilometers. I'm going to put up the boost. The boost drains quick and recharges slow. Ish. Gonna have to have some really good power distribution play. Slowing down with no boost. Slows down quick. Now the good thing is we aren't going to need to 180 flip this ship because it 180 flips itself. Watch the engines. See the way those bottom ones flip around? And then if we boost, bring it to a stop. Now I think it's going to be a lot more interesting in space because I think both sets of engines are just going to flip around whenever we stop like that. Atmosphere, yeah, like the roll is fantastic. The yaw, so sorry, so I'm getting too excited. The yaw, so let's yaw, which is just left and right like this. It's okay. Strafing, I'm counter strafing there to the left. Slow-ish. Using boost and then correcting spacebar up and then going in this direction. See that turn that we just did? Again, I'm no big PvP or whatever for NPCs. They'll catch you in that turn. So right way around and then go forward, go forward, go forward, go forward, go forward, go forward. See, it's a bit slow in that, so that's going to be interesting. I think you are going to want to strafe with this. Or, what do you call it? No, not strafe. What the hell am I talking about? Joust. Because if they catch you in that turn, you're screwed if you slow into it. But we'll see how it is in space. Look how much hydrogen I've used as well from all this messing about. Interesting. We haven't really been doing that much. But I don't think this is designed for atmospheric, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think this is designed for space. So we're going to take it up into space in just a minute. So there you go. That is a bit of a deep dive into... You're looking at the 850 plus mark in a sort of low Atmo, like... Well, not low Atmo, but you know what I mean, like a Daymar Atmo. Feels okay. Let's see from there. But now we've got loading. So let's try out loading this puppy. But I think the rule that everyone's talking about is a good rule. And that is if your ship can fit an Ursa rover... Oh, shit. Watch your acceleration. If your ship can fit an Ursa rover... then it's going to be able to fit one of these little puppies. Is there any sort of VTOL? Okay. Says the VTOL is turning on, but I didn't notice any difference. Right. Now, this is the tricky part. See the top? So yes, I'm going to do will it fit with this ship. I'm also going to be doing a time trial as to which is the best ship for solo pilots for this thing. So which ship is the quickest to get from... Which mothership is the best for this thing? So which mothership can you get out of the mothership's pilot seat and into this thing and launch the quickest? So we'll be looking at some motherships. Now this thing is actually not as wide. Well, there's not much in it. But it's definitely nowhere near as long as an Ursa rover. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. That's for, like... I think if we put another one in with the pointy bits facing each other, we could get 2 in a Connie. I am pretty sure we could probably get 2. Ooh, would we? It'd be... shit. Maybe not. It would be tight. No, probably not. Maybe if we angled them? Definitely one for science later. But there we go. So first one done, it fits in the constellation. But yeah, if you use that rule, and the Ursa is a good rule because of the height. She is a wee bit tall. Look how cool this thing looks. Now this is a relatively old test because the elevators are working much better, but the elevator test does a bump and jump and slide. Okay, I jinxed it. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. You have me worrying there, little furry, whatever you call yourself. Welcome back, everybody. We are just warping to our target on Daymar. Luckily, it is above a facility, so we don't have any travel time. We can warp directly there, or quantum directly there. Whatever mothership you're using, once you come out of quantum, do not move it. Do not get any closer to the targets. You don't want, as a solo player attempting this, you don't want the enemy to sniff onto your mothership, because then you're going to have to defend it and it's going to be a whole shit show. So the minute we come out of quantum, I'm just going to roll us so we're belly, because we do have gravity to contend with. Turn off the quantum drive. Put full power to shields just in case they do get a sniff of us. I'll put... There we go. Our VTOL's on. Leave everything alone. Don't touch it. Alright, are you ready? We're going to time how long it takes us to get out of our cockpit of our mothership into the cockpit and lowered and ready to launch for our Snub Fury. 3, 2, 1, start. Okay, hit Y. Get the exit chair animation. Go, 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 go. Not an exact science, because I'll be bumping into stuff. There'll be server lag on, like, the doors and things. The normal Connie is good because we've just got this quick ladder, which we can speed slide down. Go, 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 go. Speed slide down. Open the door. I'm not going to attempt to get into this while the cargo is lowering the cargo bay doors just because of any bouncing. So we'll wait till it fully drops down. Fully drops down into the ship. Enter pilot seat. We're sitting at roughly 35 seconds. Got this animation to go as well. Roughly 45 seconds. Power should already be on. Engine power on. How quickly, and now you will get quicker at this, but how quickly can we exit it? We won't be able to close the door behind us because we're in Atmo. If you try and get out of your ship, it's going to fall off. So raise it up. Do we have full clearance so we can zoom out? This is the only... See that? That's the only problem with the Connie. You're not... Well, you could get practice at it, but you just have to be very careful when you're zooming out that you don't clip the top of it. Yeah, so you're not going to be able to do some big epic. That was 1 minute, 17 seconds. You're not going to be able to do some big epic, woo, off you go type thing unless you get very well practiced. Let me just see when I deploy the wings. Take the landing gear up. Deploy the wings. Does that get lower down? What we should probably do, right? How wide is she? We'll test that when we come back. The country's coming out of me. Okay, we're ready for a fight. Let's go. Now, one thing I didn't talk about, which we need to look at, so I'll just go into the black here so you can see us. Decoys, that's good. Hold right alt, tap H. Thank you, Brew Crew, for telling me that. We're going to spool up 4 decoys. If we get hit by even 1 missile, we are screwed. We're going to be pulling some serious G's, so I'm a wee bit worried about blacking out here, similar to what used to happen in the car to all. I've gone with a lag pip, so wait, what the what? Okay. They have changed. What the? What? So I'm doing a certification and there are enemy reclaimers? Okay. I'm gonna get my friggin' salvager out. Holy shit. Enemy reclaimers on a bounty hunting mission? Anyway, this is the guy we need to take out. Now, the little targeter isn't on him yet, which is a wee bit worrying. And they're shooting him. Someone's shooting him. I'm not shooting him. What is going on? Why are there enemy NPC reclaimers? That is cool. I think he's getting shot by the station turrets down there. No, it's the other reclaimers. So now we've got the target marker. You usually have to wait for that just because it won't register the kill because we got some server lag here. Alright. I'm just going to do a balanced power distribution for now. I'm trying to get close with those big reclaimers annoying us. Ooh, those weapons fire nice. But they are bursty because they, you can see them dropping down very quickly. So I'm just going to put full power to weapons. So we're not really getting hit much. I'm going to hope that our she's slow into the turns. Is like, that's too slow for big ships. Way too slow. See the comms bug I talked about up above where they're trying to call us now? There's a size 4-5 on the nose of that warden, so we want to be careful as well. Again, I'm no like ace fighter, so I'm not that accurate, and this isn't really a challenge because the NPC's just gone to sleep. Literally has gone to sleep, but those capacitor rounds do run out quite quickly. That was no real challenge. I would love to loot that big gun, but it's too close to that facility. Yeah, it's the facility shooting it. What are those reclaimers doing? That's so weird. I don't want to shoot them in case they get angry with us because we're only in a little ship, but and they've got big guns on them. Look at you guys. What are you doing here? Are we going to fight reclaimers now in bounty hunting missions? Holy shit. Anyway, that really wasn't a test at all. Whee! But it felt very slow in the turns and atmosphere. Dogfighting in atmosphere, and this is... unless you really know what you're doing, and I don't. So if you're just a new player taking this out to fight, do NPC bounty hunting, be careful. Let's hope these guys aren't going to follow us. So how do we get back to... It looks like they are. Shit. I want to draw them away from the facility down there. So the facility's down here, right? Well, this just turned into a very interesting fight. Look at my hydrogen fuel. 50%. Am I going to have to fight these guys? That is terrifying, watching those two big behemoths come flying towards me. So the Reclaimer has a lot of weapons, a lot of size 3s. I think it's got size 4, size 5 man turret at the top of it. But if we could down it, that's a lot of loot. All those guns. This just turned into a whole different episode. Let's see if they fire at me first of all. So we'll just do a pass. Power to engines. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Okay. Power back to shields, which you can't see because I've only got 2 MFDs. See, if there weren't 2 of them, I could easily just hide in their blind spots because their blind spots are massive. But those are like, aren't they capital size shields or at least size 3 shields? Like, we'll do nothing to them. I'm not too concerned with them, you know, like, blowing us up because we'll be able to... Oh, shit, maybe I'm concerned. Oh, get out, get out, get out, get out. See, I think it moves too slow in Atmo, guys. I think this wee thing moves way too slow in Atmo. Okay. We're going to lead them on a bit of a goose chase so they don't get back to the mothership. So I'm just going to go over to that mountain crap over there. Just keep an eye on them. First impressions, it's pretty. But for people thinking this is overpowered, nah. PvP maybe because it's going to be hard to hit the thing, but PvE? No, you're going to have problems with this PvE because that hydrogen fuel is burning quick. Definitely burning quick. In terms of a solo player, like if you're like, you play by yourself all the time, I don't know. I'd rather just get my Connie's Snub fighters working again. I would say we'll wait till the space fight, but I would probably say wait to buy this in game. Unless you really love the look at it. Can they shoot through mountains? Oh god, here they come. That is terrifying. Look at them just crest over the hill. Right, now we're getting out of here. Full power to speed, to engines. Bye, you two. I think our ship's over here. So, what... There we go. Well, I'm lucky I just remembered where it was. That's a load of shit. The beacon didn't work. Right, we have to get back inside pretty quickly. Because they're coming. But... it'll take them ages to travel at that speed in Atmo. Reclaimers in a bounty hunt. I think I like it. But not in this current setup. No way this little ship's going to be able to do that. Let's turn our lights on. Look at our hydrogen fuel. This is definitely like a one-strike vehicle situation. So, can we get in like this, first of all? No, I'm pushing... Hang on. Hang on. Oh, it will go in. Look, guys, it will go in. Oh, that's so cool. So you can sort of maybe deploy the landing gear in this mode where you've got more height, retract it, and then zoom out. Very cool. Let's land it. Land. Landing successful. Engines off. Concerned about that hydrogen fuel. Out of the cockpit we go. We will now try a space flight. And then we'll finish up the deep dive review for the Fury. But this early stages, like what more is this meant to do? It's meant to be... I forgot to turn the lights off. Shit. It's a interceptor snub fighter type thing. I think for me it's a host / swarm fighter. The strength of this is its numbers. Absolutely, the strength of it is its numbers. We haven't given it a proper space go yet. I think it's something you're not going to want to use in Atmo. So let's try in space. Let's get a space mission. And let's see if my opinion is completely flipped on its head. But so far, I would say hold off to buy this in-game. Okay, I have tried to get a bounty hunting space mission. No joy. They're all atmospheric. So we're doing an unsurveillance satellites. And open up the doors. Now we are in space, so if we wanted to close the doors again, we could. There's the gun we picked up. Oh, shit. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Right, let's try this out in space, shall we? Now, like we said, let's turn the lights off. Let's turn on our engines. Let's now... Oh, God. Camera. Let's Alt-K. Oh, sorry. Raise landing gear. Alt-K. And then, can we zoom out a bit better? There we go. Yeah, so you could do a little nippy zoom if you wanted to. Contact. Where's the contact? Don't tell me no ships are actually going to spawn now that we get to try this bloody thing out in space. Because that would be a bit crap. Oh, God. Well, there's a good test to see how quickly she comes around to a stop. Very quickly. This feels nicer in space. Full power to weapons. Does feel nicer in space. Clips recharging nice and quick. Ooh. Oh, I need some space battles. Come on. Deployed 3 decoys there. No issue. Power back to engines. Get in close. Let's launch them. Yeah, ship's gonna be more fun in space. But you're gonna need to keep an eye on your power distribution. So full power to engines to get those boosts back. Power back to weapons to get the clips recharged. Then power back to boost again. So it's a lot of power management, I think, with this ship. Because see, the boost is what really helps us. Now, this is all going to change when they change the flight models. And we're going to have to fight slower. We're not meant to be, like, going up to max speed all the time. But I like this in space now. It feels so much better. And not as sluggish. Come on, you little M50 piece of crap. Fire back 2 engines to get the boost back again. Come on. The shields are holding fine as well. I felt good. That felt good in space. Okay, okay. I think we're gonna need to do more. That's. Hey, they're attacking my ship. Deploy decoys. Yeah, this thing has no issues missing the missiles. As long as you got decoys going, I could probably reduce those decoys to a 2 spread as opposed to a 3 spread. I'm gonna try to avoid using the boost unless I need it for emergency. Let's just see how this thing handles with normal engines. I'm going to try and pitch battle as much as possible as opposed to strafe turn. So pitch up, pitch up. Use a bit of boost here to bring the arse of it around. Yeah, we can keep up with an M50 quite nicely. But the fuel tanks are non-existent in this thing, which makes sense because it's just, like, as I said earlier, it's just a pill. It's a tiny little thing. But I'm having no issues whatsoever, and I'm being a little bit more sensible now. With the boost, I'm using W, but I'm also using control to down thrust. So to bring the nose around a bit quicker. And again, I'm a shit shot, so this is why this fight is lasting a bit longer than it needs to be. Oh, that felt good, though. That felt good. Let's try and get this mission actually done so we can earn a bit of cash. So over we go. What do we got? Let's try and get the final one. Oh, we've got a bit more of a challenge now. There we go. 2 Mustangs. 2 Mustangs. Nice. Bring it, guys. Bring it. I'm going to try and kill this monitor first, though, just so we get the money, because we only got 1 minute 30 left. I'm not managing this thing's speed very well. I've been flying Connies for ages, so they're big slow things. Come on. There we go. Okay, now we get a bit of fun. As it's not like going against Hurricanes or Valkyries or Wardens, but it's a different type of fight. Definitely feeling better in space, but you know what you're going to have to watch for? Look at that bottom right corner. You're going to have to watch for your hydrogen fuel. Power back to engines to get the boost recharge a bit. We got a full clip of weapons. Up we go. Oh yeah, we can stay right on this guy. Up we go. Just a bit of strafe. Roll into it, brew. Don't strafe. Don't y'all fight is what I mean. Power back to engine or weapons. Didn't really pay attention there. I could have had him there. Oh, the comms bug hasn't been too bad, which is good. They're not spam. I mean, getting locked in infinite comms. And if I was a bit of a better shot, we would have this guy. But as it stands, we've completely disabled them. Boom goes dynamite. I think you're getting distracted by our mothership. But our mothership's holding up. Seems to be a bit of damage on it, though. Is there a bit of damage on it? I think one of the, yeah, the turrets always are the first things to sort of get damaged in the Connie. Hey, leave our mothership alone, you piece of shit. Woo! Power back to engines. Danger zone. This is fun in space. I'm gonna take this little clip and put it at the start. Your first experience of the fluffy woohoo, should be in space. The TIE fighter is for space. Don't take it into Atmo, you will be disappointed. Or at the very least not have as much fun. Let me see. Do we have one more Atmo or space combat we can get? So good test of the ship. I want you to keep a close eye on the hydrogen fuel of this thing, because that's going to be a real test. How much does the space combat? I'm going to try and use the boost sparingly because I have a tendency to overuse boost as a pilot, period. So I will try my best to avoid doing that. Let's get the landing gear up, the wings down, then drop her back down again so we don't scrape the top, and then we can boost out of this thing. Oh, very awesome. We're probably going to lose the ship. So what we want to remind ourselves is it's sort of over there. I shouldn't drive straight into the belt like this because there's invisible rocks that appear and blow us up, but we're tinchy enough, we're tiny enough that it should be okay. Okay, right. This is going to be fun. Let's spool up 3 decoys. I just like to use 3 decoys. What do we got? We got a Warden, which is the main target. We got a Hornet for VHRT. Interesting. And we got a Buck with which will have ballistics, so shield penetration $2. Interesting. I'm worried about the Warden's big gun size 4 or 5 in the nose, so let's try and take out the main target first. These are Badgers, so we need to get roughly around 12 to 1400 meters for effective range. They're trying to call spam us, but that didn't last long, so that's good. We need to get that rear shield down. Don't want to be on its nose, but we can get out of its nose, no problem at all. Power back to boost. I already broke my promise and was using boost quite a bit there. Power back to weapons, get those clips reloaded, and then power back to boost. Not putting up really any sort of a fight. That's a bit of a shame. Trying to maneuver a little bit for us now. Sort of pitch fighting and sort of yaw pitch fighting. Oh, now he's coming in. Do we roll? Just watch that nose. He's trying to fire off. Watch that nose. Power back to boost. Don't let his rear shields recharge, bro. Watch that nose. Watch that nose. Not big gun. Power back to weapons. Get the clip recharged. Power back to boost. Put a few rounds in just to keep the rear shield down. 5-second recharge, roughly. Oh, now zoom past him. Zoom past him. Don't want to give him a chance for that weapon. Power back to boost. Come on, come on, come on. He's nimble enough. Now, again, I'm no Top Gun pilot by any means. So you're not seeing a big... Oh, see, one shot took our entire shields down. Power back to shields. Power back to shields. Come on, come on, come on. I'm doing forward and strafe to try and even power distribution to try and just stay on him. So yeah, I think with this ship you're gonna really need to know how to fly. And now the reinforcements are coming in. Now we're small enough, as long as he just doesn't get a lucky shot. But he is moving really well. I'm struggling to keep him because of that boost. Normally I use the boost like a absolute bat out of hell. Power back to weapons. Now we're on him. Now we're on him. Nope, 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 nope. Come on, come on. Don't get into a yaw fight, bro. Get into it. Watch that gun. Get into a pitch fight. Control down. Now, if you look at the stats on Urkel and Urkel, this thing's pitch and yaw is actually not as good as some other ships. Whew. Okay, okay. Whew, that was a lot more fun than Atmo. That was a lot more fun than Atmo, I must say. That was a lot more fun than Atmo. Now we have some real maneuverable challenges. So we have a Buck. Do you feel like my guy must be suffering from the G-forces? So we're going to slow down, try and come in at him. We do not want to get hit by any ballistics on our little submarine tube exposed components. See those shotties coming off, those scatter guns? We do not want to be in the firing line of them. But we have the shields down. Power back to weapons. Power back to boost. Just need to pick our moment. There we go. 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 Oh, nearly. I bet you he's damaged. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Whew. This is fun. It is fun. Especially like I'm showing you this from the perspective of a noobish pilot like me. And as I said, no, like, look, I'm not even hitting shit all there. But if you're like me and you're in some ace pilot, this is sort of the experience you could expect. No problem dodging missiles there. Probably popped too many decoys, but I just wanted to be safe because a missile hit would feck this shit up. This ship up. My heart's going. My heart's going. It's been a while since I've flown tiny little ships like this. And the AI really isn't putting up much of a fight. Sure, the Warden was dancing a bit, but that was probably more down to my incompetence than the NPC's skill. And the other fighters did not harass us anywhere near as like a hurricane or something would during that fight. So we got off easy. This will be the last test for this evening. You know what? It's a fun ship. It's okay. It's a snub. I am, I suppose, judging it on like small fighters. I'm judging it on things like the Gladius and Anvil experience I have, the Razor experience I have, which isn't fair. I really need to get back into the Merlin. The Archimedes, yeah, this thing isn't putting up in any fight. There's firing a few shots now, but it's not really a fair test. Yeah, he's, you know, it's maneuvering well, but well for me anyway, but it's not yeah, it's not really taking many shots at us. Come on, little feller. Time for you to go to sleep. There we go. Huh. Whew, I can breathe a bit now. I can breathe a bit now. Let's see if we can go find her fucking constellation. It's over this direction, right? The fluffy, the furry, the fury. What do I think of it? If it had a dedicated mothership that you could undock and dock from, that would be very cool. And I think they may come out with that. Hey, we found our Andromeda. Sweet. If you've got mates that you play with regularly, this will be a fun little ship. If you have loads of mates or an organization, this is an extremely fun ship. Space all the way. I did not enjoy it in Atmo. But they will pop like little, so your mothership, like a Carrack, where you've got a respawn bed, is probably something like that. And when we get more respawn beds in the future and bigger ships, that's the kind of mothership you're going to want, because I think these are going to pop super easy. Like one shot from that Warden was enough. Now again, no expert pilot, as you've seen. So in the hands of an expert, this thing is, oh, never mind. This thing is really going to sing. Final thoughts. I like it. Would I recommend buying it? My final recommendation is going to be wait till it comes out in game. But if you have your heart set on it and you have those things where you've got loads of friends, where you've got, well, you know what I mean. If you've got people that you can play with in an organization or whatever, then I'd say you're going to have fun with it, but don't expect a lot. The hydrogen is going to burn quick. If you aren't rolling it around and managing your power management systems, you're going to run out of boost. You're going to slow into turns. In space, it is much, much better. But you're going to have to refuel it regularly. So I'd say take it for what it is. It's a swarm fighter designed to be used with a big mothership that you can deploy with mates. And if that's your thing, go for it. Or go for it either way. Who am I to say? But my experience is definitely wait for it in game. Will I be hanging on to it? Maybe. I realistically see myself using it? No. I don't think I'll be flying this thing quite regularly, if I'm honest with you. Yeah, I'll just wait until they fix the snubs that are attached to me, Connie. But will I join in if there is a fleet swarm event or something, community event? Hells yes. So maybe for that reason I will hang on to it. Anyway, that's my final verdict on that, folks. It's been a long, long time since I've done a ship deep dive. They're generally longer episodes by nature of all the things we need to look for and explore and test. But I enjoyed this one. Enjoyed getting back into it. Let me know what your thoughts are on this little Fury ship. I think yeah, I don't think it's really overpowered, to be fair with you. I think it's got a good balance. But it'll be very interesting to see how it performs in the PvP scene. That's everything for today. I'll be doing more with it in the future, but thank you very much for watching. My name is BrewCrick. You can call me Brew. Hope you have a great week, a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. I can't believe I actually found my fucking mothership. That worked out well.